Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here if you're coming back, and if not, then welcome. My name is Danielle Kingsbury. I make videos about being a mom, being a wife, traveling with my family, all kinds of great stuff. We are currently pregnant with baby number 2, and today I'm going to be talking about my first trimester symptoms, the things I've been going through, the things that have been developing, and just giving you guys all the details on that. So yesterday, I turned 10 weeks pregnant. My week marker is on a Saturday. So I am almost all the way through the first trimester. I have had a rough first trimester, way different than my first. So with this pregnancy, it was so different than with my first son, Joshua. With Joshua, I felt like I was paying really close attention to my body. I felt like I knew I was pregnant before I got a positive test. And the first trimester I had moments of nausea and discomfort, but for the most part, it was pretty smooth sailing. I was tired for sure, but I think most women are in the first trimester. So, this pregnancy, I was at such a different place when I got pregnant. I had a miscarriage in September, and that pregnancy was a surprise. So when we started trying again at the end of November, I was just not even sure if I was ready and if it was really going to work out, and I just had a lot of fears because of the miscarriage. And so when it came time to test, and I got a very faint line, I was not shocked. Obviously I knew to be testing, but I was surprised because I just didn't know with this one, I wasn't feeling back pain or anything like that. It was just, I don't know. I wasn't necessarily expecting it. I was a little bit surprised. So it started out really different than my other pregnancies. Another thing that was different is I told people right away. I called my family right away, and I just went ahead and told them I wanted to this time. I wanted to be able to share it with you guys, and I waited till 8 weeks to share it with you guys, but it was just important to me, and I just felt like things were probably going to go better this time. I don't know. That was just my feeling, and so that's what I did. So a couple people have asked me, did you know you were pregnant before? Not this time, I didn't. I really had no idea. And so my first pregnancy symptoms probably started, I have my notes down here, and that's why I looked down if you guys are wondering. My first pregnancy symptoms started probably around 4.5, 5 weeks. And it was right before Christmas, and I started to have some mild food aversions. Just certain things didn't appeal to me anymore. And so, pre-pregnancy, I was trying to stay away from bread, toast, any kind of grains, even gluten-free. And right around that mark, I was all I can imagine eating for breakfast is toast and an egg. And so that's when that started, and there were definitely things when we went out that I didn't want to eat, but it wasn't full-on nausea right away. It started with food aversions, exhaustion. I was so tired, and increased urination. I felt like that started right away with this pregnancy. As soon as I found out I was pregnant, I feel like I have to go to the bathroom all the time. And that's maybe it'll slow down in the second trimester, but I know the third trimester is going to be just like that. So that's what week 5 and 6 were like. Right around week 6 is when the nausea started. So like right after Christmas and up until week 9, I had intense and terrible nausea. And I still have moments with it, but it's gotten a little bit better. So week 6, the nausea started, and it was so bad that I just couldn't do a lot of things. I just didn't feel good. I felt sick. And also with that came this whole like lack of motivation, lack of energy. And so I literally spent so much time on the couch reading with Joshua, laying, trying to feel better than I felt. And there would be moments in the day that it would subside, but it was pretty much throughout the entire day. It wasn't like just in the morning, just in the afternoon. It was pretty bad. I didn't really work out. I didn't really go and do much. We pretty much stayed in the house. And then on top of that, we all got sick. And so there was like 2 weeks there where not a lot happened. And it was really rough. Some other things that I started experiencing in week 7 through 9 is bloating. I started feeling like my stomach was getting puffier. I could not sleep. I would wake up in the middle of the night and be up for a couple hours. Back pain if I was sitting too long in an uncomfortable position or standing too long. Those are all things that I was struggling with. And then week 9, my jeans still fit to this day. I can still put on my jeans, but we ended up going to IKEA, and I wore my jeans in the car, and I was sitting the whole time, and it hurt. Like the pressure that it put on my stomach hurt. And so I have currently not been wearing jeans, I've been wearing leggings. I went to Gap and I found a pair of maternity jeans that it's just like a stretchy band around the whole top. So it's not like the big pregnancy band, and it's not the side panels. It's just like almost like a pair of sweatpants, but with denim on the bottom. So now I'm going to talk about week 10. Week 10, like, I guess 9.5 through 10. 10 started yesterday, but motivation is back. This past week, I got 3 workouts in and yoga during the week, and that's huge for me because since I found out about being pregnant, I haven't accomplished that. I've cleaned my house. I've done my laundry. I've prepared some meals. Not a lot. I'm still having food aversions. And when I say food aversions, it's not like I know some of y'all understand this because it's not just like, oh, I don't want to eat that. It's like, I cannot eat it. I cannot be in the room with it. I can't imagine going to the kitchen and cooking something that doesn't sound good. And so that's huge also for me because I normally cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner for my family and myself, and that has not been happening for us. There's been a lot of breakfast bars, and we've gotten carry out a couple times and some yogurts, and it's just been a completely different experience than anything I've ever dealt with before. But the nausea has been better, and the food aversions are still, like, there's definitely a specific thing that I want. Like last night for my dad's birthday party, my mom made this really beautiful steak, and I didn't eat any of it. I ate cauliflower and sweet potatoes and salad. And for me, it's been, I don't want meat. I just want fruit and vegetables and bread and carbs, like potatoes. And so I have been really trying to get protein in other ways. I've been having some yogurts. I've been having some protein shakes. things like that, trying to get protein in. I normally eat eggs like almost every morning. I haven't been eating eggs. It's been crazy. So based on the experience of both pregnancies being so different, we both feel like it's a girl. Could it be a boy? Of course. I'd be just as happy, just as excited. I think it'd be awesome for Joshua to have a brother that close in age, but I would love for it to be a girl. I'd love to have a baby girl. I'd love to know that we have both, so there's not any kind of like pressure later on. So those are all of the pregnancy symptoms that I have been experiencing. And then I wanted to tell you there's a couple, like I looked up most common pregnancy symptoms because after I had written the ones down that I had experienced, because I wanted to touch on the ones that I haven't, that are really common. So you might be experiencing them, but for whatever reason, this pregnancy, I'm not. So I have not had sore breasts and I have not had constipation. With my first pregnancy, I did have sore breasts. This time around, I haven't felt anything sore. And neither pregnancy in the first trimester did I experience any kind of constipation. That came later, like in the third trimester, but not in the first. So let me know if you guys are experiencing any of these things down in the comments, or send me a message on Instagram, and we can commiserate together. That is how I'm feeling and what I'm going through. I have my 12-week appointment the first week of February, I believe. The second week. It's in my calendar. And I am going to have the full-on ultrasound and everything like that. So I will be filming that and sharing that with you guys. I wanted to talk for a minute about what the baby is going through and the developments that a baby makes at this point in the pregnancy. It's really amazing because I feel like before you have babies, maybe you don't think about how advanced and like how much incredible stuff happens at the very beginning. So at this point, I mean, the heart is beating. We saw the heartbeat at our sonogram. Healthy heartbeat. At this point, all of the major vital organs are developed and starting to function. That's crazy. 10 weeks. Starting to develop hair, starting to develop buds of teeth, of baby teeth. Digestion is functional. Hands and feet. At this point, the baby is moving around, kicking, moving their arms. Bones are forming, and at 10 weeks, the baby is the size of a Lego man. So, that's crazy. There's a little, like, human, and it's like, before I had Joshua, I had no idea how much, like, happened in that first trimester. It's crazy. The apps that I currently use are The Bump and Ovia Pregnancy. I used Ovia Pregnancy with Joshua and I really liked it. Every week, every day it gives you a fact, and then it gives you different articles that are recommended for you to read, and every week it tells you, what the size is, and you can choose between 4 different themes. Like, I think it's like fruits and vegetables, it's strange animals, it's toys, and I think like a French bakery. And so each theme will tell you, based on that theme, what the size of your baby is, and then each week has like a really long description of like what your baby's doing and how you are feeling, which is cool. And it has videos too that go along with it. The Bump is awesome because it does something very similar. It tells you kind of the size of your baby, and it tells you facts and like what's going on with you every week. But also it has this 3D feature where you can go into your phone and you're able to like turn your baby, not your baby, but a baby the size of yours around and click on different things and it's telling you kind of like what's happening. And it's cool to see this 3D version of a 10-week-old baby, a 10-week in your stomach baby. So y'all should check those out if you haven't. They're really cool. I'm not like sponsored by them or anything. They're just the ones that I, through some research, decided to use. They're both free and I like them so far. So that's pretty much what's been going on in the first trimester for me. And then I wanted to show you guys a couple of things that I bought that you guys might think I'm crazy, and I might be. But, okay, my card filled up, so I had to go fix that. But, we think it's a girl. We don't know if it is. There are 3 or 4 women that that are in my family or that I'm close with that are having babies that don't know the gender yet. So if these clothes can't get used by me, I know they'll get used by somebody. They're not just gonna be like thrown away. But so I worked at Disney for a year. I love Disney. I'm a huge Disney fan. And I saw this outfit at H&M. So it's a Minnie Mouse onesie and it comes with these matching pants. Like, I just thought, how cute is that? And then it also comes with this little Minnie Mouse hat. I mean, I couldn't pass it up. I ended up getting it in the 6 to 9 month size because when Joshua was about 4 months old, he started wearing a 6 month size because of length. So I'm just guessing if this baby is born in August, then December 4 months, and so December, January I thought would be a really good time for long sleeves. Okay, and then I can't believe Gymboree is going out of business. I love Gymboree, I'm so sad, but everything's 50% off there right now, and I'm sure sales are just going to be like continuing to go, so I'm not going to promise that I'm not going to buy anything else. But I went the other day and I could not pass these up. Look at these little pants. I thought they were so sweet. And both of the tops that they had to go with these pants, they did not have the same size. So I got this in a size 3 to 6 month because they're lightweight. So I thought I could definitely go somewhere and find a really cute red, green, yellow onesie that would go perfectly with these pants. Like, I thought they were so sweet. So, and I believe they were $10.99, 50% off, so you can't really beat that. My Minnie Mouse outfit was not on sale, but I couldn't pass it up. And then this is a one-piece, just a little one-piece outfit. And look at those like ruffle sleeves. So sweet. It has long pants, but the short sleeve at the top, and I got this in a 3 to 6 month also. It was $13.99, 50% off. So I thought, you know, October, November, perfect for the weather here in Georgia. So those are the 3 things I've gotten so far for baby number 2. If it's a girl, if not, I'm not gonna put them in those things. We have so many boy things for them, and I'm just excited to continue. I'm gonna look into the 12-week gender test and see what our insurance would charge us for that. And I'm also gonna look into the sneak peek test that a lot of people are doing, because I don't know that I could wait till April to find out. I feel like the things I would buy, it would be too much. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like this video. And let me know down in the comments, have you done the gender test at 12 weeks? Have you done sneak peek? And have you guys been going through these same feelings and symptoms? I would love to hear about y'all's experience. So we will see you guys soon.